Hello and welcome to TXM TV. I'm Anthony Clyne, and today I'm talking about the Kaizen Lean Thinking requirements in a modern world. Let's have a look at this background. So we can see here a list of 10 things that is the modern thinking required when working together as a team to think of new ways of working. Kaizen is a Japanese word. It just means improvement and more often. And so what we do is we facilitate people to work together to challenge the way they work and to think of better ways of working and eliminate bad ways of working. And that's what lean thinking is all about. But when you position groups of people to work together, you have to create an environment of people to think clearly and also to not think negatively, because it's the positive thinking within a Kaizen workshop is what makes the success. And to enable that positive thinking, we go through these operating tenets. And this is what they are. The first thing is to simply throw out the traditional way of working. Don't think that because we're using this machine, this method, that structure, it has to be like that. It doesn't. You can do it any way you like as a thinking process. And what that does, that enables a lot of ideas, but while those ideas are coming up, people are in that room thinking, that's not going to work. So the second one is to not think how the new way of working won't work. Think of how it does work, and think, gee, that'd be great if we could achieve that outcome. What outcome would that achieve? And then often what that does, it enables a new idea to spawn from that conversation. And that new idea becomes the good idea or the idea that gets implemented, but without that first step, it would never have been created. And a lot of times, taking us to the third point, a lot of times people say, oh, we've tried that before. That one, we can't do that because of this. And challenge that. So do not accept excuses, deny the status quo. Challenge how things were tried in the past. Say, well, if we're going to do it again, would it be a lot better? Let's give it a crack. And it's that type of working and that thinking that enables things to happen. And when you do try something, it's great to try it and do it straight away. So number 4, do not seek perfection. If you've got a 50% chance of success, just do it. Don't wait for the computer system to be redone. Don't wait for all these barriers to be done. Just get out there and do it with what you've got right now. And during this whole conversation, often there's decisions are made based on what people say. And most of those comments are factual and accurate, but some are just not accurate, even though they were brought with the right intentions. And so when that is found out, stop the conversation and go back to that point, correct that bit of information, and then rebuild the thinking from that point onwards. Now, the next one is designed to be innovative with the solution and go to a higher level of solution. While it says don't spend money on improvements, it's not that we don't have any cash and we can't spend money. It's to force us to think of a higher level solution. And so that's the interpretation and that's the purpose. It's much better to eliminate the need for some sort of gadget rather than optimize the thinking around that gadget. And then the 7th point is saying problems are opportunities. Problems are good. Problems give us a chance to think, a chance to challenge, and a chance to understand. And so I've been in workplaces where signs are up on the wall saying problems are good. And culturally, in every society, that's a dilemma. But to say that, it might seem like an oxymoron, but to say that is fantastic. So the next one is to get to the root cause or the root of the problem or what's going on is to ask why. And it's important to respect the history and the background and all the mechanisms and interrelationships. And by simply asking why, it enables us to unpack what's going on and understand why. And the reason we ask 5 times is problem solving. Is after 5, we're pretty much in the zone of what's going on. It doesn't have to be 5, but it's a good number to aspire to for this. the ninth point is listening to other people and generating more ideas, listening again and covering off problems, identifying risks and coming up with an idea that's very well contributed often has a much better robust solution than if just one person went off and did it by themselves. So 10 people's ideas are better than one person's. And then the last one is improvement knows no limits. So often there'll be an area within the workplace where, we don't need to improve in this area because they've already improved and they're already best case scenario. No, you don't give them a leave pass on improving. You say, even though you're already very good, you still need to continue, even if it's by that much. And that way, if there is a barrier of pride saying we don't need to improve because we're already very good, then we're not challenging our pride. Our pride becomes our ability to improve. And culturally, again, there's different cultures with different spins on that, and to be aware of those cultures and to relate to those cultures is part of being a successful global company. So I'm Anthony Clyne, and thank you for watching this episode of TXM TV. And be sure to like us on our LinkedIn page, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.